phobias are disorders where people have certain things that they fear, and if they avoid those things, they seem to do better. So there's several types of phobias. They're the specific phobias, and they have all these Latin names that people know about. So people may be fearful of snakes, or they might be fearful of bridges, or they might be fearful of airplanes or elevators or escalators or whatever it might be. Those are specific phobias. Things that I can see and I can avoid, and as long as I avoid them, I'm okay. But you make me do that. You make me be around an insect, or be around a closed room, or be around an escalator, or travel in an airplane or a bus, and my anxiety goes through the roof. There's social phobia, where people, the feared thing is a social situation in which my mind says, if I have it, I could be ridiculed. People are watching me, and people may think I look funny, or I act funny, or I'm strange or weird, so I will begin to avoid social situations. We've done studies with people who have social phobia. These are very ill people. They often avoid things that we wouldn't even think about. For example, they can't go into public restrooms often. They can't go into restaurants. They can't talk on public telephones. They can't go to public areas like shopping malls or the like. They can't go to meetings. I remember one man with a social phobia who worked for the phone company, and he had an opportunity to get promoted. But part of his new position was he had to meet with the 5 guys who worked for him once a week. He couldn't get together in groups like that, and so he turned down the promotion. Now, most of us might think, well, you know, God, 5 guys, that couldn't be a big deal. This guy had social phobia, and 5 guys was plenty enough for him to be anxious about what he had. The most common phobia, we all know, is fear of public speaking. It's the #1 fear in the book of lists. The old Seinfeld joke is that fear of public speaking is #1 on the book of list. Fear of death is #5 on the book of list. So what that means is when somebody dies, people would rather be in the box than up at the lectern giving the eulogy for the person that died. Fear of public speaking is probably almost universal, and people will worry and worry about that. That's actually a type of specific phobia, not true social phobia. These phobias, what was the third type?
Agoraphobia.
Oh, yeah. And then there's the third type, agoraphobia, which technically means fear of open places. But in practical terms, agoraphobia is fear of going to places where I might have an anxiety attack or a panic attack. Agoraphobia generally is combined with panic disorder. And it's when people will avoid certain places for fear that they might have another panic attack. Not everybody with panic disorder has agoraphobia, but most people with agoraphobia are also suffering from panic disorder.